Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Bearded Fool Gaming. Today it's more Magic the Gathering time. Doing a competitive single elimination draft here. I've been really enjoying Amonkhet. I actually just played in my local league, IRL, at my local game store. Really fun. If you guys have never played in a league, it's really cool. It's kind of like a miniature sealed event that grows each week. You can get the full details, I'm sure, at your local game shop, but definitely a fun little thing to do. But drafting this format is really fun too. Lots of different archetypes that you can really move into. So we're going to hope to do better. We're going to hope to keep our drafting smart. We're going to hope to get the good stuff for once. So, as always, chats are open, and I definitely want to hear your feedback. If you think I make a mistake in the draft, let me know in the comments. I like to hear feedback. Especially constructive feedback, but any feedback at all is appreciated. So now where this is a competitive draft, it probably will take a couple more minutes to get launched here. So yeah, that's it. I've been playing a lot of Magic. I actually went to GP Richmond a few days back. Went 5-4. I think I said in my last stream too, but just so close. But I'm probably going to go to maybe GP Providence. I think it's a team limited event. Might end up going to that with a couple buddies and see what we can do. That sounds like a good idea to me. We'll see if it comes to fruition. As for this format in general, I think there's a lot of focus on strategic building. Like in this format, like for example in Amonkhet format, not Amonkhet, sorry, Kaladesh format and Aether Revolt, you could really build a deck with just good cards. And if you got enough good cards, you'll win. Like, you'll have a good deck type thing. But in this format, it's like so much more than that. Like, you can get a bunch of good cards, but if they don't work together in the same deck style, it just doesn't get there. So if you can't play like 2 or 3 decent control cards and then have an aggro deck. And in other formats, you can really get by with that, and it doesn't work in this. So that's an interesting aspect. It's really been testing my deck building skills, and I think I'm improving in that regard, but that's also the part that I needed to improve in the most. So interesting how that's really changed my perspective on drafting. Another thing that this format really pushes is aggressive mulliganing. You cannot keep a decent hand in this. You have to go for a good hand, and if you don't get it, you have to mulligan. I'm a passive mulliganer. I do not like to mulligan. I'm the type of person that I have a one-lander that nothing in color. I want to keep it. But obviously, I can't do that. And as you've seen in some of my previous streams, I've made the mistake of keeping that. Because in other formats, you just get by with that. But this is an aggressive format, and you can't take those risks. You got to get good stuff, and you got to stick with it. As far as favorite archetypes and stuff, I do enjoy black in this format, and I enjoy red as always. I think blue is better than Kaladesh, but I still think it's mediocre. Blue-black is strong if you can get the deck, but that's kind of hard to see. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. So Harsh Minter is actually pretty mediocre in this format. Very rarely is it relevant. Hazard's Monument is also, it's a good card, but not amazing. Lay Claim is really interesting to me here. And considering it is a neutral cycler, leaning towards taking that is going to push us towards blue. But there's actually a couple blue cards that we might want to pick up on the rotation here. Bloodlust Insider is decent, but it tables. Same with Doom to Center. Marashra, all these are good. Wavering Initiate and Wasteland Scorpion both stick out to me also. But I think it's really between Wasteland Scorpion and Lay Claim. I think there's a possibility of Lay Claim tabling, but I also think there's a possibility of the Scorpion. So it's actually a pretty hard choice. I think black is probably a better color to jump into than blue. But I do, there's a part of me that really wants to take that Lay Claim there. And this is draft, so it's slower, but I think there's still some merit to it. So I am going to take the Lay Claim, but there's definitely an argument for taking the Wasteland Scorpion. Turn target spell or non-land, second from the top, and yeah, draw 7. Okay, so that's an interesting one. Now, it's possible that might end up tabling around, so we'll see. Ronus' Monument's good. Vizio's pretty solid. Cartouche is really good here. Essence Scatter's solid, but I might be able to pick that up on a table if nothing else. Essence Scatter's good. Minotaur is good. So there's definitely some different options here. I think I'm going to take the Cartouche. I think it's the best card here. And then maybe we'll work into the blue-black deck. I'm not sure we'll get there, but we can definitely try. And then I hope to get this commit on the way back around. It seems pretty solid. Again, I'm totally open to colors right now. I'm not committed to anything. I want to play black. Ooh, Bone Picker. That's pretty solid. Really solid, actually. Destined to Lead is pretty decent. Wouldn't mind to pick that up on a table. Watchful Naga is really good. And the rest of the pack's pretty mediocre. I'm definitely going to take the Bone Picker here. That's not even a choice. It's an awesome card. It actually has a little bit of an impact in old formats. I've heard that it almost replaces Delver in some situations. I'm not sure how true that is, but I've heard that said multiple times, so maybe there is some merit to that. But in this format, I mean, a 3/2 flyer is just really good, and if you could drop it for 1 black, you are golden. It also wears a Cartouche of Ambition, pretty dang good. Okay, Dispossess, I don't think we care about. Open into Wonder, we don't. Humor Scale's decent. Windsor Rebuke's decent. So, since we are blue-black, and blue-black is the cycling deck, I think I want to take Faith of the Devoted here. This may be risky, and it may influence me to draft poorly, but the secondary choice is Shimmer Scale Drake, and it's definitely possible we'll get some of those on tabling. So I'm actually going to take the Faith of the Devoted here, and hopefully I can get the blue-black deck going. Well, so much of that. We just got hardcore knocked out of black on this pack. But green seems to be relatively open, which is interesting. Wonder in Death's nothing special. Windsor Rebuke is obviously tabling pretty hard. I think I'm going to take the Watchful Naga because it's the best card in this pack. And that'll keep us open for black-green potentially. Maybe blue-green. You know, probably solidly in black now, but we'll see what happens. I like Watchful Naga a lot, though. Alright, now this is interesting. So, generally I would lean immediately towards Blighted Bat, but consider we've got this potential blue-black deck, you know, with cycling and all that. Wasteland Scorpion goes up in value. Tecma's decent, Essence Scatter is solid, Sacred Excavation even has some playability here. I do like Blighted Bat a lot. I think Blighted Bat is probably slightly better than Wasteland Scorpion. But does it go up because of Faith of the Devoted? I don't think we can rely on Faith enough here, so I'm going to take the Bat. I don't really care about this land. I mean, we seem to be in blue. We may be green-black. If we're green-black, we take Pouncing Cheetah. If we're blue-black, we take Tawcrop Skirmisher. This is the question of which way do we want to push. I think black-green is probably stronger, but it doesn't go along with this. But this is one card out of everything we've taken, so I am going to lean away from the blue here and take the Pouncing Cheetah. Bantu's Monument seems decent here. I don't know if we'd actually play it, but it can make our stuff cheaper. I think that's what I'll take, just because nothing else in this pack really stands out to me. Alright. So, I definitely think green-black is where we're going to end up here, so I'm going to go ahead and start discounting blue. Awashra and Ornery, rather, are both decent cards. I think Ornery is a 3-drop, which is pretty cloggy here. I think we'll take Awashra, and that may even allow us to work into splashing for a lay claim, potentially. Ronus' Monument's interesting and a good card, but I think I want this 2-drop card, so I'm going to go ahead and grab an Initiate's Companion. Just in case we do a splash, I'll go ahead and grab a Painted Bluffs. A second Awashra or a Giant Spider. I'm not really too worried about either one, but I'll take the Awashra. Not gonna play either one of these, so we'll take the haze just in case. And if we were to end up in the blue back, we got sacred off the table, so not the worst, not the worst. So it seems like these two may have been dead picks, but I mean 2 out of 13 is not bad for a first pack. Pretty happy with that, actually. I'm just gonna keep these over to the side here, and maybe I get enough cycling to make it worthwhile. I don't think so. Like if I had taken both the scorpions, maybe. This allows me to splash, but I'm not a big fan of the card. Deem Worthy is worth a splash, potentially. Philosophy's solid. Compelling's not. Naga's not. Horror's not. So if we're in black-green, Colossopede is the only one that sticks out to me. And I think Deem Worthy may be worth a splash, especially with the things we've got here. It's just such a good card. And just based upon this pack, nothing really seems that great, so I'm actually going to take the Deem Worthy here. By now I want to be back in blue all of a sudden, but we're pretty solidly in black-green at this point. Final reward is awesome, so we're definitely going to go ahead and take that. Gift of Paradise seems decent here, but Splendid Agony is a better card. Yeah, Splendid Agony is the easy choice here. So we're looking at either a red splash or a blue splash, depending on which way we want to take this. And then heck, we may end up not splashing at all, but those are options that are waiting there for us. Makes splash from black-red easier. Bitterblade's good, Blighted Bat's good, Wasteland Scorpion's solid. I think we want to work on our curves. I think Bitterblade maybe the take here, but I really want this Scorpion. I think the Scorpion has a better chance of tabling than Bitterblade, even though they'll probably need to get around. Blighted Bat's also looking at me, but our 3-up slot's already getting a little cloggy. So I think we will go ahead and grab a Bitterblade here. Don't think Manglehorn is good enough. I mean, it's a decent sideboard card. Better than Doom to Center. Probably is better than Doom to Center, so we'll take it, but I don't know if we'll play it. We may end up playing it, because at worst it's a 2-2. Let's see, do we have any zombies? 1. He's probably still good enough to take, just in case we get more zombies. Throne of the Godfair I'm not a big fan of, so yeah, we'll grab the Lord of the Accursed here. Wandering Death looks at me, but I think Gift of Paradise will work really good. That way we can splash whatever we want. So I'll go ahead and grab a gift here. Sideboard, Giant Spider's kind of sideboard. Supernatural Stamina is decent. I think there's been plenty of those go around, so we'll go ahead and just grab a spider here. Definitely don't have the deck for Nest of Scarabs. I think we'll just take the Harvest Season here. I don't know if we'll play it, but it doesn't seem like the worst card ever. I guess if you can get it for like 2, it's worthwhile. So that's like an explosive vegetation, I think. Gets you 2. Puts me to play tapped, right? Yeah. I guess if you can get 2 off of it, it's good, and anything more is bonus. So yeah, that seems playable. Definitely seems playable. Let's go ahead and leave Manglehorn in the main for now. If 3-drop slot's getting clogged, that always seems to happen in this format. Alright, what do we got here? Atra's Mark seems decent. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab a Supernatural. Not going to play any of these, so we'll just take those who serve for the heck of it. An impact. And we'll grab an angel. Alright. Well, from tomorrow we're not playing Avon, not playing that, not playing that, not playing that. Wow, there's nothing good in this pack. Like the first 10 cards in the back. I guess Soul Stinger is the best card here, so that's what we'll grab. Curve is looking decent. Definitely wish I had a little more on the 2 and 1. I really only got 4 cards there, but maybe we'll get something this time around. Everything in this format costs 3 for some reason. Chandler Initiate's pretty solid, but Baleful Abbot, I don't think we can let that go. Pack, I mean, there's, I was just talking about wanting 2 drops, but Baleful is just such a bomb, I can't let it go. Yeah, there's no question here, Baleful is the way to go. The Faith of the Devoted, yeah, we don't really need that. For black-green, then our options are really between Dune Beetle and Bitterblade, and we seem to have an aggressive deck, so we'll take a Bitterblade here. Gotta fill up my curve, do a few cuts here and there. Foil Curator of Mystery is pretty nice. Daedalus Vizier, don't think we're gonna play that because we don't really have any cycling. We don't really need another one of those. Don't want to Trespasser's Curse, really. Don't need another, don't need another. I'm actually gonna rare draft here. None of these cards really have an impact on my deck, so why not take this away from somebody's hate draft and a rare draft? Guess these. Alright. Colossus Speed's pretty decent. Grimstrider's okay. But I think I'd rather have the Colossus Speed. Yeah, it just seems good. Doom Beetle, maybe? The Scarabs, maybe? What do we have? 1, 2. That's basically it. I guess we got Splendid Agony. Or 2. Sure, got a little bit of that. We'll take a Nest of Scarabs. I don't think we'll play it. Ooh, Defiant Greymon, nice. Yeah, I'll happily draft that one. Jet Weakness seems good for the little deck we've got going here. Not playing any of these, so we'll just do a hate draft. Onward to Victory is foil, and it's a win condition, so we'll take it. You guys are watching the stream the other day. I had a beautiful... Oh, no, I don't think I was streaming that. I don't think I was streaming that, actually. I had a 3/3 flyer out, the Embalm one. Be happy to pick that up off a late game pickup here. Played Onward, gave it +3. Played Victory. Or sorry, no, I played Might, whatever it is, that gives it +3/+1. Made it 6. Played Onward, made it 12. Played Victory, made it 24, and won out of nowhere in a game that I should have lost. That was a good moment. And hey, we picked up a Dune Beetle, nice. Stick it in here, and we picked up a Trespasser's Curse for sideboard, nice. And I'll take either of those. I probably won't play it, but we'll take another Haze. And we got a Forest. There we go. So we got a pretty solid draft here. It's not the best thing ever. I'm not sure about these 2 splashes, but we'll leave them there as options. Because if I were to splash blue, I could even play that too, potentially, which is interesting. So, do we have enough Nest of Scarabs? I feel like we're almost there. Because we got Soul Stinger, we'll probably leave Spider on the side. We got Soul Stinger. Probably leave Manglehorn on the side. We got Baleful Amulet, which is 1. Cartouche, which is 1. Why is that still in the deck? Cartouche, Lord of the Accursed, Splendid Agony, Defiant Greatmaw. We got a little bit of that going on. If we splash, determines if we play these 2. That's solid, solid. Don't know about Doom Beetle right now. Not sure about Supernatural Stamina. All the rest of these seem good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards? That might be enough for Nest of Scarabs. I'm not sure. Definitely wish we had like 7 and that would push us up there. Don't think we're going to play Nest. I don't think we're quite in that deck. I do like the Bantu in this. I think I'm going to try that out. All this seems solid, so we've got some room for some other cards. So we can definitely splash if we want. So if we splash red, we can pick up a Deemworthy as all. We go blue, we get a Lay Claim and a Curator. Both of these seems pretty bomby, so I think that might be worthwhile. So if we bring in both of these guys, they're double blue splashes, so we definitely need to do some serious splashing. So we can bring in Harvest Season and Gifts of Paradise. That, coupled with the Washer, should be easily enough to splash. And we can just drop in 2 islands and be set. And I think that's the deck. So, Manglehorn and Giant Spiderbait, and these 2, I don't think so. So this gives us some ramp. That gives us filter. Got a lot of stuff to play. And it just looks good. I don't think this is an amazing deck by any means, but it seems pretty decent. And then for sideboard, we've got some options too. Then again, we can actually put 1 more card in here for 16 lands. So as far as tricks, we have Shed Weakness, we have Splendid Agony, Pouncing Cheetah, and that's really it. So it definitely wouldn't hurt to have another trick. So let's just stick in Supernatural Stamina. Combos for well something like Soul Stingers. That seems pretty good. Alright, so we want 2 islands. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got more green than black. So we'll go 6, 8, so that'd be 8, 10, 16 lands. That seems right to me. 2 islands, 8 forests, 6 swamps. Looks good. Alright, 15 creatures sounds good too, so let's go ahead and save this deck and we'll give it a shot in a game here. Again, feedback is appreciated, and let's get this going. I'll take just a moment to find a match. So other than the 3-drop slot being really clogged, I think this deck is pretty decent. I like that we have a lot of different sideboard options too. Definitely part of me that wants to play that Dune Beetle over a Monument potentially or something, but maybe over a Lord of the Accursed. Really only got what? 1 zombie? Legitimately only 1 zombie? You know what? Let's cancel this out for a second because I don't know if we want to play Lord of the Accursed because we have no zombies at all. And I think it's honestly just going to be better just to have a Dune Beetle. Lowers our curve a little bit, gives me another 2-drop. That seems like a pretty good call. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, I will not mulligan. That seems good. Got a few playables. Morning, boys, huh? Somewhat surprising. Tap itself. And we'll play a land and we'll grab a forest on his end step. Or not a forest, an island on his end step, rather. Fine, great mom. Interesting. Let's see what he does here. Blocking, huh? Good, we deals this. And we'll go ahead and drop a Bitter Blade. Nice little removal spell there. Red, green, splash something maybe? Black, probably. Is usually the most common. Filtering Sun's gonna wipe me out right now. Doesn't look like it. Arc Piercer Manticore. That's interesting. Well, we'll just easily attack into that. Guess we have to exert though. We'll go ahead and drop a Colossopede. Roll 5/5's always solid. Definitely has more cards in his hand, but I've got more of a board presence. Ultra's interesting here. Why did I not? I messed that up. I should have put it on the washer. Boo. Would have been better to have a 4/5, I think, in this case, than a 2/3 that can do stuff when it dies. Another Mana Core. This one's just dealing 3 damage. You're putting a counter. Okay, you got a Death Touch Snake. Almost up there to the lake claim level. I think I want to keep it, not cycle in this case. So if we attack with the Colossopede, it gets chumped and dies. Attack with Bitter Blade, he'll probably take it. So I don't think we attack with Colossopede here, but I think we do attack with the other two. Let's do it. Go ahead and exert. Really? So he's going to trade off there, huh? Interesting. Alright. That's interesting. Cycle something here? Okay, played Tormenting Voice, okay. Another counter on Soul Stinger, that's interesting. Why did he do it that way? Oh, he gets a snag, of course, that's why he's doing it. Okay. We will go ahead and grab another island with this girl. I think we play the Sphinx here. We keep this guy back on defense? Probably. Yeah, it makes more sense that way. I think we'll just go ahead and play Curator. Ultra is definitely solid. I would have liked to have had one. Another sniper. Now that's interesting. Takes more mana than he's got though. Right, so now we can lay claim to something. If I take that guy, swing with this, it gets blocked. Swing with that, it gets jumped and nothing happens. Yeah, maybe we save it here. We take the mana core, just have another attacker blocker. Let's see what happens here first. Okay. The counter on it, okay, not a big deal. He does get a snake though. Do we want to lay claim to something? I think we need to. Part of me wants to do it on Sniper. Could do it on the Hippolyta. Hippolyta honestly makes the most sense here. He's getting his Death Touch snakes off her, so we'll take her. Easiest to get removed, but I think it's okay. Cycling again, huh? Assuming they'll kill the Hippolyta. But hey, that's one less Death Touch snake she gets, so no complaints. They should put it on my flyer. Sense. Oh, well, he does 18 different triggers. Okay, so we played that well. I'll go ahead and play Harvest Season here. Drew me a card, you know. Not great, but it drew me a card. A cycler? Okay, let's bring back the mana. Okay, so he's gonna sack off the other mana core, I guess? Kill my flyer? Yep. Again, no complaints here. So if I do that... That was weird the way that stacked, but whatever. Okay. See, so now I get to discard, he can put 2 counters on something. Interesting. Ruthless Sniper's doing work in this guy's deck. That's interesting. Now every creature he plays, he can just kill something of mine, so that's interesting. I don't know how he has so many more cards in hand. 7 cards he's drawn? Wow, that's crazy. It's getting out of hand really fast. I can put counters on this stuff from that. Seems good. Or a lizard here. Play Minotaur.
But why didn't I just put them on the hippo and remove it from the Colossus Pit? I'm an idiot. Would have been overall better, I think. I was down to 9 cards in deck. That's something, I guess. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Wow, why didn't he just attack with everything and play that card? Makes no sense. I'm gonna take it. That's interesting. Still can't attack, but that's pretty good actually here. Maybe just electrifies it. Wow. Don't think I'm going to get the 2 extra damage through, so we lost this one. Alright, so he's playing Jund creatures with -1 counter shenanigans. We definitely bring in Hippotra's Mark here. He did have that one artifact. Don't think we bring into centers, but I think a Manglehorn is fine. Bontu's would have got us there. Creator was good, Final Ward's good, Bonefigure's good, Soul Stinger, Bevel Vomit, Blood of Ek, Cartouche, Agony. Fiddle wouldn't have been the worst. If we dropped Gift. Claim was a little disappointing for us. Go ahead and drop Lake Claim too. You made a lot of creatures, didn't maybe Trespasser's Curse comes in here. That would be decent. If we drop the blue altogether, we could probably drop Harvest Season as is. There we go. That seems good. Yeah, let's try that. Looks good. Dead card in hand, but not the end of the world. Should have known this was coming, my buddy. Pretty strong to untap a Naga like that. So that's a pretty good swing for us. Getting a bone picker out for free basically is really good too. Play the cheetah, the bat, cheetah, the bat. We'll go ahead and play Soul Sting. Okay. Yeah, we'll just play the bat here. Swing in hasty. That was a pretty easy round. He definitely had a slow hand. Got there. Well, we can actually speed this up even more. The more I think about this, he's having land problems. I think the Violent Impact may be a good sideboard card here. So I think what we do is actually drop the Curator. We bring in Violent Impact and Deemworthy. These two become mountains. What we drop is the question. I don't think his deck is really aggressive enough to really have Doom. Definitely not a bad aggression though. Part of me doesn't want to use Bantus, but I think it'll be good if we get it. So around the draw though, I think we will drop the monument here. There we go. Not their best hand, but I think we can keep it. That's not good. Ha! That's something. Out there on the lands, at least. Go for a cheetah surprise here.
Probably gonna get cycled out here, but whatever. Maybe not. Lots of lands, which is beneficial for me. Ooh, that's a little scary. Right, so I can put some counters on this, remove them from that one. Try and keep a shed weakness back as a surprise. Shed weakness seems a little better here. And we can go ahead and get out of Doom for the heck of it. That was a pretty good swing for us. That's good for him, though. Not the worst draw for us. I'm not sure if we're going to play that over the Watchful Naga, though. I think we just attack with both here and see what happens. Yeah, I think we'll play a Great Maw here. Actually, no. No, we won't. We'll play the Naga here. Okay. Hey, I drew a land, actually. No. We'll play a Bitter Blade here. The 31 life, I just realized randomly. Get some choices here. I feel like we've pretty much won this match. He's got so flooded. Hey, what do you know? I think we want to keep the Naga. I'll lose the Amit here. Actually, we can save it. He had a pretty solid deck. I think his mana base was a little strained. That's why he's playing 2 Painted Bluffs. Seems like he's running probably too many lands, or he may have just gotten a really unlucky flood. I mean, we all have those issues. And I'm not truthfully complaining, though. Flooded he was. I feel like you should have done the Naga first. Yep, that was it. I don't think our deck is amazing by any means, but I do like it. I do think the red splash is possibly better than the blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this out. We are going to keep the red because I do like what it does. I think it's a little stronger. Mountain. All right. What were the other changes? We had a Manglehorn we brought in. We brought in Hapatras. I don't think those need to stay that way. Yeah, I think otherwise it looks good. So that's it. I think we will call it there for now. Hopefully I'll get to stream the other parts of this draft. As always, I encourage you to participate in your local events, whether casually or competitively. Magic is a great pastime and has a pretty solid community of players. So definitely hope to see you guys out in the world. And as always, I'm signing off. Like, subscribe, follow, and catch you guys next time.